welcome back to my channel. My name is Smriti and I hope you all are safe and doing well and taking all the precautions that are required. So, firstly, Happy New Year. Hi, this is editing Smriti and I just realized कि मैं पूरे वीडियो में बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिप्रेस्ड एंड बहुत ज़्यादा अजीब लग रही हूँ एंड आई जस्ट डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू बट आई रियली वांट टू अपलोड दिस वीडियो. सो मैं ये वीडियो तो अपलोड करूँगी बट मैं बस ये एडिटिंग स्मृति का पार्ट लाई हूँ बिकॉज आज अभी ये वीडियो अपलोड जानी है एंड मुझे अपलोड करनी है बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट कि मैं जिस तरह अपने आप को पुश ना करके एंड वीडियोस अपलोड ना करके इतने सारे अपलोड्स मिस कर चुकी हूँ, उसी तरह मैं आगे भी करती रहूँ यही बोल बोल के कि वीडियोस अच्छी नहीं बन रही है. सो मैं आज सच में अपलोड करना चाहती हूँ वीडियो. ऑल्सो मेरे बाल बहुत ज़्यादा ऑयली लग रहे हैं पूरी वीडियो में बिकॉज मुझे स्पेस नहीं मिल रहा था वीडियो शूट करने का. कोई ना कोई कुछ ना कुछ हुआ जा रहा था एंड उसके बाद मेरे पास टाइम बहुत कम था. जैसा कि आज 31 था तो काम बहुत ज़्यादा था. सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम 31 नॉर्मल शेड्यूल बहुत बिजी है. सो उस वजह से कुछ हो ही नहीं पा रहा है. बट मैं ये अब नहीं बोलूँगी खुद को एंड जो भी टाइम होगा, जैसे कि नाइट टाइम है अभी अभी एग्जैक्टली 10:30 बज रहे हैं. सो अगर यही टाइम के लिए मुझे शूट करना पड़े तो मैं इस टाइम पे भी शूट करूँगी बट शूट ज़रूर करूँगी, टालूँगी नहीं. सो yeah, I hope you are gonna enjoy the video and happy new year. आई होप कि आप सबका न्यू ईयर अच्छे से जाए एंड आप सब बहुत इन्जॉय करें एंड या आई होप आप लोग मेरा फेस माइंड नहीं करेंगे इस वीडियो में. बस इस वीडियो में फॉरगिव कर दीजिए एंड I really don't want to miss today's upload, so that's the reason I'm going to edit right now really quickly and upload it. So yeah, now enjoy the video. Also baby. So yeah, now get into the video. As you have read by the title that this is going to be 10 books in 2020 that I read and I love reading them and it changed my perspective, changed my thought process in any sense. So these are those books. And also, before moving towards those books, please hit the like button, also share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. Also hit the notification bell next to it so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Although I'm not uploading daily and I was long gone, but I hope that I'll be posting more and more in 2021 and from tomorrow itself. So yeah, I hope that I'll be more constant because I was not in a headspace in creating content and I hope I'll be in a better headspace now and I'll be uploading more of videos. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay, the first book that I'm going to talk about is Believe in Yourself by Joseph Murphy. I have talked about this book in my previous videos. I'll be linking them in the description box. You can go and check that out. But this is a book which made me realize that just by believing in ourselves, what changes we can do. And these are very basic things, but we never thought in a way in which we could create a better life, a better future just by doing very minute things. So this book helped me in doing that and yeah, this was the first book which I read in the lockdown and I love this book. The next book is Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but this is the book. And in this also, Jeff has talked about what impact a positive attitude can do, what impact a positive attitude can create just by having a positive attitude, how much impact it creates in your life. So these two books are the base of my YouTube channel, and after reading these books I got the motivation and all the energies in me that I started YouTube, and I'm grateful that I read these books, because these are very, very basic things, but we never thought of those basic things, that how much impact it creates in our life. So yeah, I love this book, and if you want a detailed review on this, please comment down below. I'll be more than happy to make a detailed review on this book. So yeah, this is my second book. The third book is Wish I Could Tell You by Durjoy Datta. I have talked about this book also in my previous videos, you can check that out. And yeah, this was a very interesting book. It was very mysterious book, and the storyline was created very beautifully. And yeah, it was a very good book. I hope the Jayata out with the second part of this book, and it comes as interesting as this one, so I'll be waiting for that. But this was a very good book, and see how pretty it looks. So yeah, this was my third book. The fourth book was I Have Never Been Unhappier by Shaheen Bhatt. Trigger warning, this is a book on depression, and if you are going through depression and a serious depression, please don't read this book. This book can take you in a zone where you will be more depressed. Please don't read this book. And yeah, so I read this book when I was depressed in the lockdown, and I started reading this book because being a famous person's daughter, she still felt depressed. And by this, we know that money, fame cannot make you mentally happy. So, this is all that she has written in this book, and also how she has dealt with depression through her childhood, and until now she feels the same. So yeah, this is a very good book, but only when you are ready to understand what she wants to say. So yeah, this was my next book, and after this I read Wish I Could Tell You. So this was a great balance for me, and yeah, I love this book. The next book that I read was Birthday Girl by Murakami. I have a detailed review. I'll be leaving the link in the description box. You can go and check it out. And yeah, and that also have said that this was a very interesting book, and it is a open ending wala book. And I absolutely love this, and this was something very different from for me to read, because in this there was no ending, and it was up to us whatever we feel the ending could be. So yeah, this was my first read from Murakami, and I loved it. I want to read Murakami's writings more, but I have a lot of books on my shelf to complete first, so I'll be reading them first, and then I'll be investing more on books. So yeah, this was my next book, and it was a very thin book of 50 pages around, and I absolutely enjoy reading this book. And despite of being so thin, it has a great storyline. So yeah, this was my next book. The next book, The Night Diary from Veera Hir Anandi, and this is how it looks like. This is a great book, and if you have read Annie Frank, you will be able to love this book too, because in this, a 9-year-old girl is writing her journey during the war situation, during the separation of India and Pakistan. And she used to live in Pakistan, and how she has to leave everything, her friends, her family, her house, and has to come here because she was an Indian in India. So she has gone through a lot, and she has to leave the house in which her mother died. And it was a absolutely very emotional book, and I loved reading this book. If you love Annie Frank, and if you love reading diary entries, you will be loving this. And it is a very easy reading book. If you want a full review, please leave a comment in the description box, and I'll be reviewing this book. So next book after this I read was Dear Stranger, I Know How You Feel by Ashish Bagrecha. And yeah, this was a gift to me, as I have mentioned previously in my videos also, and I have talked about this book. But I still want to talk about this book, because this is a book through which I'll never feel alone. And in this, Ashish has written letters to strangers like us who need help, who need to know that we are not alone in this world, and there are more people like us who feel the same way, and it is absolutely okay to feel that way. So yeah, This is a very good and absolutely loved reading this book. And there are 30 letters and I read each letter one day, and I have an entire story created on my Instagram, so you can go and check that out. And yeah, I loved this book. After that, I read All the Bright Places by Jennifer Nevin, and this is how it looks like. It is a very thick book. Actually, I watched the movie before reading this book. After watching that movie, I was intrigued. I know somehow that movie cannot do justice to a book, because there is a lot of details and lot of things in a book which movie cannot make you experienced. So I started this book and I have to just complete part of this book, and I hope I'll be able to complete this in 2 days more. So yeah, this is my next book and I love this book. And my friend was before me to read this book, and after that I loved this book. The places, the adventures, everything I loved about this book. And yeah, you should definitely read this book. Okay, the next last two books are Love, Hope and Magic by Ashish Bagrecha, and it is a poem book. And I love this book. This is a which Ashish has written all these short poems and one liners, two liners in this book, and the way he has portrayed them in this book was magical. I read this in one day, and after reading this I felt like what impact a poem book can have on you. And also poem books are very quick to be read, and still it can have an impact on you so much. So after reading this book I got so many more poem books, and as I have shown you in my unboxing videos, if yeah, that is how it changed my perspective on poem books. And okay, the last book and the most favorite book of mine is by Sadhguru. It is Emotion and Flipside Relationship. It is two in one book, and I love this book because it is a spiritual book, and I am into spirituality these days. I am thinking about a lot of things, and yeah, I'll not discuss it, but if I do those things, then I'll be sharing it with you guys. So despite that, I love this book because in this he has been an interaction between interviewer and Sadhguru, how Sadhguru has experienced so many things in his life, and also how he explains everything with a story, and how he basically tells you what should be done. So yeah, I love this book. And okay, I have to read this much only, and I hope I'll be able to complete this in 2 days more. So yeah, this is my last book of 2020, and I hope I'll be able to complete this. And this is the most favorite book of mine, and I have got Sadhguru's death and other books also. Yeah, I'll be very happy to read those books as well, but I was in a reading slump. I was in a space where I was not able to create content. I was not able to read. I was not able to do anything, but I promised myself that I'll be doing all those things from now. It does not require a new year, but I need to change myself, and I'll be changing those bad habits for myself. And yeah, this was my last book. With that, 2020 is ending now, and I hope you all have a splendid new year. And yeah, till then, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and have a safe and happy new year. And I'll be back with another video very soon. So till then, take care and